Ryan Cole, thanks for taking the time. You did it again. The men qualify for nationals at regionals, finishing fourth. Ladies just out of it, but Hallie Hamilton did a good job, and she'll be going.
That's correct. Yeah, the regional meet, it's definitely a qualifying round, but you have to be ready to go on the day, because if you're not, that can be the end. And so we went in, we competed as hard as we could on the women's side. The men ran within themselves, did what they needed to do, but you always have to be dialed in and make sure you're ready to take care of business. So that was encouraging to see, and then getting ready for this weekend now.
Yeah. Let's talk about the ladies. Where do you go from this? Like, obviously, it's building for next year now, as far as everyone but Hallie. So, like, have you learned enough? Do you think you learned from an experience like this to say, okay, we know what we need to do next season?
I hope so. For a while, the women had worked very well and made themselves into a nationally relevant program. Being in the national polls, getting votes, being ranked, having individuals qualify for nationals, qualifying a few teams for nationals. And then we had we had a bit of a lull, and we've talked about that as a group, why that occurred. But I think when you look at where we're at right now, this is 7 out of the last 8 years we've had a female qualifying and representing the Academy at the national championships. We were back in the national poll this year getting votes. We're a better team. I think when you look at, so there are splits where you have updated scores throughout a race, and going into the regional meet, we knew that there was one particular team we had to beat if we wanted to qualify for the national championships, and it's a 6,000 meter race for the women. At the 5,000 meter mark, we were 10 points behind the team we needed to beat and 1 point behind another team trying to do the exact same thing we were. So, when you get to that point where it's like, okay, 3 minutes of running left in this event, and we're within reach. It's right there. We weren't able to finish it off. I hope that's motivating. It's definitely disappointing being that close and knowing what could be and not being able to see it through. But I would rather be within 1,000 meters of qualifying for nationals than going into the regional meet knowing that that's the end of the season after that event and you're nowhere even close. And that's frankly just not the program that we work to be. So there is some disappointment with it. Hopefully there's some motivation moving forward, but I think our trajectory is getting us back to where we expect to be, where we know we're capable of being. And so I was really proud with how the women competed at the regional meet. We need that type of drive and determination 350 days out of the year. And if we have that over the next calendar year, we're going to be having a different conversation right now.
Yeah, for sure. Let's not leave Hallie out, though. Great job, and she will be at nationals. What do you expect? What kind of race do you want to see from her this weekend?
Well, she's ready to go have a very good run. I think on any given day, she can compete to be an All-American. That's sort of the goal, but also gaining experience. She's in her second year, and so there aren't too many women that have come before her at the Academy that are individually qualifying in their first 2 years. Typically, we get better as we go, and so her junior and senior years still await, but you don't want to overlook an opportunity she's worked very hard to earn. So going in and having the best race she's capable of, I think, can put her in the mix to be an All-American on any given day. There are probably 60 women, anywhere from that kind of 30 to 90, I think, on any day you could be a top 40 finisher. Hopefully Saturday's her day.
Yeah, fantastic. Now for the men who finished fourth at the regional meet, and we've talked offline a little bit. You kind of want to hold back, but not hold back in that regional, because it is just to make sure you qualify for the NCAA. So now you're in. What kind of race do you want to see?
Well, yeah, you have to be dialed in and ready to go at the region meet, because if you're not, that qualifying round can be a lot more challenging, and then it almost becomes a little detrimental looking ahead versus something that is a positive, that you check the box, you do what you need to do, you feel good like this is all a part of the plan's going according to form, and you move into your championship culminating event. But really at the national meet, we have a pretty experienced group of guys, and we don't want to forget what we've done to get to this point. They're very good at dialing in. They're very good at just kind of grinding through it. They're very good at working with each other, depending on each other, and doing it for each other. And so we want to go Saturday and do what we've done, not just really this season, but over the last few years, what this group of men have been building. And if they're able to do that on Saturday, I think they'll have a similar outcome to what they've had up to this point, and they've been pretty positive outcomes.
It sounds to me like quiet confidence would that be the way you would term your men?
Well, they know where they're at. They enjoy what they're doing. It's not just about loving to run or loving to compete. I think they enjoy building something special together. They enjoy earning it. and then they know, despite the hard work, nothing is guaranteed. I mean, the only thing that's essentially probably guaranteed is that you have an opportunity to go out and earn it some more. And so they're going to have to go and earn it on Saturday, just like they've done, not just in the meets, but really throughout their careers, coming in every day to practice. I mean, it's always about just dialing in, doing what you can, and earning the success that you have. And so, yeah, they have a poise about them that they know what they're capable of. They know where their fitness is, but they also just really enjoy doing it. And that's something that, you wish the season wouldn't end, because you continue to have those opportunities where they can go out and just do what they love to do. And so that's really, I think, been the basis of their confidence and their poise moving forward here throughout the season.
The final opportunity for cross country this weekend. Coach Cole, thanks and good luck this weekend.
Thank you. I appreciate it.